So today I'm going to riff on the subject of patterns. Patterns that repeat themselves. I'm going to talk about what I've noticed in myself and what I've noticed in my community. Start with a story. I injured my right arm decades ago, like a really, really long time ago. My right arm, right between my bicep and tricep. I was doing military presses in the gym, and I remember the exact moment where I felt something tear between the bicep and tricep. It really hurt. And it never really fully went away. I've been to physiotherapy, physical therapy, so many times over the years. 6 times, 10 times. No fireworks in any of the work that we did. I'd stop. And my conclusion was that physiotherapy, physical therapy, doesn't really work for me. Rest is what really helps. And it did, until I started lifting again, and the problem returned. Let's talk about the shift. Recently, I went back to physiotherapy, reluctantly, for my lower back. I asked about that old arm injury, and shockwave therapy was suggested. I'd tried it years ago, I think probably 4 sessions, had a predictable lack of dramatic results. But I agreed to try it again, thinking I'm in an older body with a different therapist. My doctor had recommended her, so I did 2 sessions. They were 2 weeks apart. And here's the really amazing part. I woke up this morning, and what's felt like boulders in there for decades is actually moving. It's not gone. But when I pay attention, I can feel that the tissue is recalibrating, softening, reorganizing. Yeah. So here's the emotional pattern that I see, and it struck me. Don't we do the same thing emotionally with thoughts, memories, existential loneliness that visits? That's a particular one of mine. Any kinds of threads that stay. We try something briefly, we don't see fireworks, we decide it doesn't work, and we return to old habits. We end up treating emotional adhesions the way I treated that arm injury. And look, this is not an accusation. Nobody's doing anything particularly wrong. It's a pattern. It's a very human pattern. We're just recognizing it right now. In this community, you who are here, I know this about you. You're reflective, you're discerning, you're evolving. You journal, you affirm, you seek, you look for understanding. And here's the thing. When activation rises at a level 1 or 2, a certain kind of tightening occurs. That whisper of existential aloneness appears, for example. That's when most people exit stage left into narrative, into content, into scrolling, into solving. I say, best to stay and tend to the store. We all attempt to solve the wrong problem. We all attempt to solve the wrong problem. So the practice, what's the practice? The practice is straightforward. Not necessarily simple or easy to execute, though it can be. Sometimes almost so simple it feels like it can't be enough. The practice. When something small arises, don't fix it. Don't narrate it. Notice it. Feel where it is in your body. stay with it, not to make it go away. It knows what to do. You can remind your mind, this isn't an emergency. If your mind runs, and it probably will, because that's what minds do, gently bring it back. Just like training a puppy. Not harsh, just steady and clear. Not overly instructional or teachy. That space you step into, yeah, that one, right there. When you're doing that, that's awareness. It can be just that. I'll keep you posted on the arm, on the existential aloneness. Personally, it's a territory I navigate again and again. At level 1 or 2, it's not overwhelming as long as I remember how to stay, to navigate the territory. Doesn't take too long. Thank you for listening today. I'll talk to you soon.